Meze Meze KKKK. Welcome everyone, welcome. Anger today. More about Stephen A. Smith and his comments about Megan Thee Stallion and her breakup with Klay Thompson. Yes, let's go. Kalakanu kare ni weu Kalakanu kare sanzo neba. Kalakanu kare ka. Abu makaraka is a Abu makaraka is a Abu mamadiu he 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 Kalakanu kare kihenua. Kalakanu kare sanzo neba. Sanzo neba. Neze ya abum sanzo neba. Neze mezega. Kalakanu kare kihenua. Abu makaraka madiyo. Abu makaraka hihe. Abu madiyo hihe. Anyway, Kabunam no go ha. Calling in all my ancestors. Ooh, Asundu, Mijundu, Masundu. Open up, yeah. What am I doing? I'm calling in my past lives. Yes, everyone should do that as well. As in my past, not like live streams, past lives. They still exist in spirit. Yes, I'm calling them in for support as well. Yes, everyone should do that. Everyone has past lives. Most people have past lives from this world as well. Yes. Anyway, calling them all in. Let's get right to it. Thank you to the new people. I see a like and I see a registered viewer. Thank you very much. Every view is a blessing, so is every like. Please like, share, and subscribe. You can comment as well. I read it, comments at my discretion. Every comment is a blessing. This is the first time I've had for a while. But anyway, I just wanted extra support. I'm feeling this is a big night, folks. Anyway, for the new people, let me give you 4 things to help you understand me. First, my government name is Chimoge Chijoke Ibe. Second, my foremost nickname, which I allow everyone to call me in addition to my given name Chimoge, is Moge, M-A-O-G-E. Third, my matrilineal village is Ebem or Hafia. They're in West Africa. And fourth, the village that I use as a reference point for my patrilineage is Auji Urata, also there in West Africa. Check them out, check them out, check them out. Yes. Let me get right to it. You see, I've talked before about, thank you for the comment, hello to you as well. Ali Young Hans Brandong, yes, thank you, hello to you as well. I've talked a bit before about Stephen A. Smith's comments in relation to the issue about Megan Thee Stallion and Klay Thompson. For those of you who don't know, Megan Thee Stallion, who's a famous musician, and I would also say model as well, and I guess performer, because I mean, when she goes up and performs, it's not literally just the music, she also dances. I guess you could say dancer, whatever. Not whatever in a bad way, you know what I mean. She's a famous, all those things. Klay Thompson is a famous professional basketball player. They had a relationship for several months, maybe like 9 to 10 months. But about last week, they broke up. And Meg Thee Stallion alleged that she broke up with him because he engaged in misconduct, particularly what people define as cheating, as well as she said just being, I guess, unkind. She mentioned mood swings while playing basketball, something like that. So that's what she alleged. Klay Thompson hasn't really commented on it, but there have been many reactions to it. And one feature of the reaction is there have been many male individuals who have just unilaterally defended Klay Thompson without evidence or reason to do so. And I'll leave it at that. Stephen A. Smith is perhaps foremost among them because obviously he's a very famous journalist. For those of you who don't know, very famous sports journalist. And again, I'll say he's accomplished. I mean, he has accomplishments. It's just a lot of what he's done. And again, no disrespect to everything he's done, but a lot of what he's done has been building a platform solely off of joning on people. And this is what I mean by that. Obviously, he does some stuff other than joan on people. It's just such a large percentage of what he does is joan on people that you have to say his work is not always solid. And I say that with respect. Just because someone is accomplished doesn't mean you cannot criticize them, okay? So, he basically tried to do what he always does to Megan Thee Stallion, but he did it in line, well, not really, and he did it in line with a lot of these, what I just call, and again, this is a vile term, but it is what it is, male supremacist comments on the issue. There were two main things about what he said, and it was a rant that was published online. I'm sure it went up on TV as well, but at least it was online. I watched it. It kind of washed over me, but I saw a lot of things. There were two main things that stuck out to me. One, he was saying that Megan Thee Stallion was wrong to have talked about what she saw in the relationship. Let me watch. Let me get some stuff out of my pocket. Yes. Out of the pocket. He out of pocket. Ooh. He out of the pocket. He out of the pocket. He out of the pocket. He no stay in pocket. Out of pocket. Out of pocket. Out of pocket. How can I not go he can do national. I'm a dealer. Ooh, 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 I'm a dealer. We hate all. Kalaka. Let me put up a short. But so he said that she shouldn't have talked about what she experienced in the relationship. And then he also mixed it in with commentary about how he found her to be attractive. And this mix is kind of why I'm really exploding today. Kalakan. 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 Ooh, 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 Kalakan. You see, let me address the second one first. Again, I don't know any of these individuals involved, right? But in regards to Stephen A., obviously he has the right to be attracted to a person. Now, that's all I'll say, but this is just a general caveat. Attraction should happen within destiny and one's lane. I'm not intimately familiar with those things in these matters, and I'll leave it at that. I hope you know what I'm saying. Let's move. Kalaka. Ooh, kalaka. Ooh, kalaka. Ooh, kalaka. Ooh, kalaka. Ooh, he ate her up, 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 but ooh, he ate her up. Anyway, that's what I'm saying on that. So, there's that. But then, and more importantly, expressing that long distance, and again, it looks like they've never met, but expressing that long distance is dicey. Obviously, can be done, okay? Everyone has done it, that's fine. But there's a time and a place and a context for that, and then there's also a level. And I don't want to get too specific because this is very contextual. But, given the whole context, if he'd even just done that by himself, it would have been a little odd. It would have been weird. And I'll just leave it at that. Now let's mix that with what happened. He was saying she acted badly, to his opinion, in a romantic situation. overall, that's just what I'll call evil soup. Let's move. Akaraka, yes. Akaraka, destiny, also duty. But I want to emphasize when I translate Akaraka as duty as well as destiny, I'm saying that people have a duty to follow their own desires. And in that way, it's the same thing as destiny. Just because you have a destiny with someone because of a spiritual agreement doesn't mean that you are literally forced against your will to actualize that destiny for two reasons. One, if there is no choice, no matter how much desire is there, that's not good. I'll leave it at that. Two, sometimes the person you made an agreement with in spirit is not themselves in this world, and therefore it might not be best to take up the option. And I'll leave it at that. They just have to get better. Anyway, so I just changed the lighting in here for effect. Seeing what's going on. Also seeing if the spirits that are with me will like that a bit better. But you know, overall, when you create that evil soup, you have to be criticized. You see, when you're looking specifically at what he said about her keeping quiet, that's one of the most destructive opinions I've ever heard. The idea that anytime, someone exposes bad behavior in a romantic relationship, they're in the wrong. That's crazy. One, Stephen A. Smith, unless he's done so and not told the public, which is bad, he has not investigated the issue. So he doesn't even know what went on. And I'll leave it at that. So he can't make that kind of comment. Based off of what is publicly available, it seems much more likely that Klay Thompson is in the wrong there. Let me move for a second. Kalaka. Ooh, Kalaka. Ooh, Kalaka. Ooh, Kalaka. Ooh, Akaka. Ooh, Akaka. Ooh, Akaka. Ooh, Akaka. Kalaka. Ooh, Kalaka. Ooh, Kalaka. Ooh, Kalaka. Ooh, Kalaka. Ooh, Kalaka. Ooh, Kalaka. 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 The greatest man alive. Yes. So that's just not good. Then again, the stallion said happened did not happen. He just seems to be saying that regardless, she shouldn't have said anything. This one is obviously bad for Megan Thee Stallion and anyone else directly involved with the situation. But two, this has a chilling effect. And yes, I'm using that language, but this is a very serious issue. Again, I've said it before, I'll say it again. These issues that people label as cheating are usually much more serious than that. The behavior that people call cheating really is just a much more serious level of behavior that just involves multiple levels of misrepresenting one's personality and looking at other people in dehumanizing ways and then acting in line with that idea. That's very disturbing behavior. Ooh, 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 yes. So, that's not good. But with all the evil that goes on in the romantic space in the world today, for someone with that much fame and power, and yes, just because he's not, an elected office, although I think he said he wants to run, just because he's not an elected office doesn't mean he doesn't have power. Okay, that's a myth. Powerful individual. For someone like that to come out and put out that comment is very bad. Okay, we need to clean up these what I'll call romantic streets. So to just say no, put the cover on it, let that evil continue to fester. That's unforgivable. Kalaka, kalaka, ooh kalaka, ooh kalaka, 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 kalaka. Calabrio Kike, Calabrio Sute, Calakanin Carter, 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 on it, Abum Calakanin Carter, Abum Calakanin Those are really my comments for today. Let me give out a bonus piece of information. Drink liquids with electrolytes in them. Drink liquids with electrolytes in them. That's it for you. And really, those are my comments. Just going forward, I would encourage Stephen A. Smith to apologize for his comments and really also investigate the issue. That would be in line with, his job, and also just to not join. And I'll just say that to be polite. This wave of, male individuals who want to all move as one and attack, the other gender. Um, it's just not good. And then for everyone else, I would just encourage you not to follow the example he set so far. Anyway, I'm gonna be here till the 20-minute mark. Then I'll be off of this live stream, and I'll do another one. I'll take some break for myself, and I'll do another live stream. Anyway, yeah. Kalakana, ooh, kalakana, ooh, kalakana, ooh, kalakana, aboom kalakana, aboom kalakana, boom kalakana. Boom kalakana, boom kalakana, boom kalakana, boom kalakana. What am I saying? I am leadership. Let me translate it like that. I can also say I am integrity. Yeah. Is it? I am cool. This one. Abu Mizik, Abu Mizik, one gator. Abu Mizik, Abu Mizik, one gator. Abu Mizik, Abu Mizik, one gator. Abu Mizik, Abu Mizik, is a Messiah. Abu Mizik, is a kaka. Abu Mizik, Hanukkah. Abu Mizik, Hanukkah. Kala kanu de ju Kala kanu kala nama nu nama bula on me and it. Mona no say Barula Kana, Barula say Barula Kana Uwa. Thank you very much.